Hey, business owners, I am back today, and today is day 3 of our email marketing series. So, today we're going to be talking about all the things that you can do with your email marketing system. So, this is the system that you set up yesterday. So, just to kind of recap where we are, um, we have a ebook that you received on day 1. That was kind of the kickoff. Even though we didn't really provide a lot of content, we introduced the series and gave you a link so that you could download an ebook that takes you from the very beginning of setting up your system. So it really gives you the background information. It walks you through the steps and the reasoning and the logic and the things that you want to do, the things that you want to think about when you're setting up an email marketing system. And then on day 2, we talked about communication, because communication is crucial to having an effective system that you can use to talk to your ideal customers. So we talked about all the different ways that you can communicate, whether you communicate through talking and presenting information, or reading where you're receiving information and you're learning how to build a thriving online business. You're actually absorbing that information and taking notes and writing things down and also implementing the things that you learn. And then there's also the third mode of communication that we use in email marketing, and that is writing. So, we all have different levels of ability when it comes to these 3 areas, whether it's talking, whether it's writing, whether it's reading. And in some areas, we may excel, some areas not so much. And so we talked about some of the things that you can do, some of the tools that are available that can help you to balance out any shortcomings you may have in those areas. And then yesterday we talked about the actual steps, the mechanical steps that you would go through to build your email system. And we also had content on our blog that you received that will walk you through. We have videos, we have links to detailed information on how to go through each and every step. There are about 5 steps that you need to go through to build your email marketing system. So now that you've got your system built, now it's time. This is really the fun part, right? This is where you're going to start driving traffic. You're going to start promoting. And in yesterday's episode, we talked about, all the ways that you can promote your business. And we really didn't talk about all the different ways. That's what we're going to cover today. So yesterday we kind of introduced, these concepts, 15 things that you can do to promote your business. And so this is where I am actually today, I'm doing a video, and then that video is also going to be launched on my podcast so that you can listen on the go. You can watch the video, and then you can also access the written content. So we talked about, the ways that we learn, the ways that we get information, and based on where you're at. Maybe you have, very hectic days. Maybe you're working a 9-to-5 job. Maybe you have children. And so, we need to have our content in a lot of different places, in a lot of different modes, in a lot of different formats for people who are in various places in their lives, right? And so that is the goal of this series. It's to basically meet you where you are. No matter what mode you are more comfortable with, you're going to be able to take this information and use it to build your business. So today we're going to talk about 15 things that you can do to promote your business. And I'm going to go through these relatively quickly. And I'm going to invite you, I'm going to put all the information in the show notes and also in the email that goes out with this as well. So 15 things that you can do to promote your business with email marketing. So you're going to use that system that you have put together, and maybe you're not quite done with your system yet. That's okay, because the thing that you want to do is you want to have access to this information. You want to take the emails that you're getting and you want to put them maybe in a folder, or you want to take notes, or you want to print out the information that you need. You're going to have if you've downloaded your ebook, you're going to have access to a lot of great information, and you can use the emails, you can use the ebook, you can use the blog posts, whatever method works best for you. Okay, so let's get to it. So the first way that you can use email to grow your business is by launching a newsletter. So you can use a newsletter to provide updates to your audience. And the newsletter format is really good because you can provide a lot of different types of information in one email. So in one email campaign, you can basically just provide short blurbs of information and then link out to details. So if someone is interested in that particular topic, they can click on the link and get to more information. So your newsletter doesn't have to be super long. It can be maybe 3 or 4 bullet points. It can be organized, in a format. Maybe you create a template, and you take that template and you just, drag and drop information into your template and you send it out every week. So newsletter updates are a really great way for you to communicate with your audience. The other thing that you can do with newsletters is, if you're familiar with RSS, so RSS stands for Real Simple Syndication, or Really Simple Syndication. And it was something that was used back in the day. A lot of email marketing providers still give you access to take your content and put it in an RSS format that will render a newsletter that will automatically go out each time you post a new blog post, or you add a new product, or you do something where you are basically adding more content. And that is really another way that you can automate your communication with your audience. So newsletter updates, number 1. Number 2, promotional offers. And this is the thing that you see a lot of times. People are selling things and they will send you an email to let you know that there are discounts or promotion codes or special deals that you can get if you shop with a particular company. Promotional offers are really very popular. And then I also want to point out this video. So I'm doing a video, but then it refers to another video that I have here on my blog. And this is a really good video for you to watch. If you have not watched this, you might want to take a moment to sit down and watch this, because it walks you through how to get started with Aweber. So we use Aweber here. We also use a company called Brevo, and we use MailChimp. So you can use whatever email provider you would like. However, this video will kind of give you some insight into what Aweber offers, and it will give you some insight into what you want to look for when you are checking out different email marketing providers. So with Aweber, you do have access with their free plan that gives you up to 500 subscribers. You will be able to implement one automation, and one automation is really all you need when you're starting out. But you don't want to sign up with a company that doesn't give you any automations in their free plan. So just kind of keep that in mind. You can check out this video at your leisure. Okay, so number 2 is promotional offers. Number 3, product launch announcements. So this is really important, because if you are someone who creates your own products, maybe you have a handmade business, maybe you are selling digital products that you create, maybe you have a combination of both, maybe you have print on demand products. And in any of these scenarios, even when you are, promoting other people's products, which that would be called affiliate marketing. In any of these scenarios, you can announce to your audience new products. So if there's some new products or improved products or something that your audience would be interested in, you can announce that using email. So that is number 3. Okay, and then number 4, educational content. And we talked about educational content when it applies to a potential customer who needs more information, who is in that research phase. They really don't know if they need your solution or if, they might need a different solution. And so if you can educate them and give them that information that they need to make a buying decision, then, and if you have that solution on your site or in your shop, then you can lead them right to your solution versus having them leave your site and hunt for the solution on their own. So if you are able to answer questions and handle objections, any objections that potential customers might have when it comes to buying your product or service, then that is going to be a plus. So educational content is really important. All right, number 5, customer testimonials. So customer testimonials sell products. So you need to have, and we're going to talk, at some point, maybe the next series I do might be on, testimonials and building those systems. So when you can build a system that will enable you to get testimonials on autopilot, that is just one less thing that you will have to do. So it's really kind of hard, especially once you start selling more and more products. It's going to be hard to just manually reach out to everyone who's buying your products and services and, ask them for a testimonial. If you have a system that automatically does that, then you are going to, just have more and more people who will give you their feedback. And even when you get negative feedback, sometimes that negative feedback can help you improve. So negative feedback can be a good thing depending on, what is said and all of that. But the thing that you want is you want customer testimonials, and you want to be able to display those testimonials on your platform. You want to be able to talk about, the successes that some of your customers have had when they use your products. You might also want to think about if someone gives you a positive testimonial or review, you may want to think about maybe interviewing that person for, if you have a podcast or if you have a video channel, you may want to interview that person. Just a really short interview that kind of gives people that social proof that yes, this is a real person and they had a positive experience using your product. So number 5 is testimonials. Number 6, limited time offers. This is important as well because you may have, let's say that you have a sale. Maybe you have an e-commerce store or you have a blog post where you're going to be talking about a product that you want to sell or an affiliate product that you want to promote. So limited time, actually being able to have that sale turn on and off and advertising the fact that, this deal is only going to be available for a limited time. You can do that using countdown timers and other tools that will really, help your ideal customers know that, hey, this is a limited time deal and I only have a small window that I can use to take advantage of this. So these are very good when it comes to getting your ideal customers off the fence and helping them to make a decision. Okay, let's see. Number 7, event invitations. So you can invite people to your events. So that means events like maybe you're going to do a Facebook Live. Maybe you do a weekly Facebook Live and you want to announce that to your email subscribers so that they will come and check you out on whatever platform you're going to be on, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or, whatever platform you're going to be using. You want to, build that anticipation, and then you want people to show up for your events. You may also have live events. So maybe you're someone who is a handmade business owner, and you're going to be at a trade show or a festival or some kind of outdoor event this summer. You might want to announce those to your audience, and if they're in the area, that might result in more traffic to your booth or to your talk or to whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, number 8, personalized recommendations. So this is where you can utilize your customer data to personalize your email. So when I set up my email marketing systems, I always ask for the person's first name. That way I can make those emails personalized, and that kind of, helps to break the ice. When you know someone's first name, they know your first name, and you can kind of be a little less formal when you communicate. You can also, once you know that someone is interested in a particular topic, you can what they call segment your email list. So if you know that people are, interested in a certain type of product, you can, segment your list so that you're only sending them information on the things that they are interested in. And that really helps to personalize your communication, and people will know that you're not going to be sending them some off the wall stuff that they're not really interested in. So that is really a great way for you to make a even deeper connection with your audience. Number 9, engaging surveys. So surveys are an excellent way for you to get feedback from your audience, in addition to testimonials and reviews. So maybe someone hasn't bought anything from you yet, but you can send out a survey and you can ask them questions that will give you insight into the kinds of products maybe that they need, or some of the problems that they may be struggling with. And you can create these surveys using tools like Thrive quizzes, Thrive leads. Well, not Thrive leads. Thrive leads are really, you can, kind of ask a few questions. If you're doing a opt-in form, you can ask, a few questions maybe on your opt-in form, something where maybe it's multiple choice, or, not anything where they have to really provide you with detailed comments or anything like that. But you can definitely do quizzes, and Thrive Quiz Builder will enable you to send out surveys. So not just, a quiz, but an actual survey. So I will put links to some of the tools that we have that will enable you to kind of accomplish some of these things. So I'll put a link to Thrive why can't I talk? Thrive Quiz Builder in this article, so that you can kind of check it out if you're interested. Number 10, referral program. So you can also promote things like your membership. You can have your own affiliate program. You can have a referral program. Word of mouth recommendations go a long way, especially when people are making recommendations to buy your products and services. So referral programs can be announced using email marketing. So if you're thinking about implementing an affiliate program or some kind of membership or referral program, you can do that, and just send out an email blast to your audience and let them know that, hey, if you guys refer my products, or you tell your friends and family about my products and they make a purchase, you're going to get whatever it is that you will provide to them. Number 11, free training sessions. And this is what I use my email for a lot of times, because people are looking for ways to make money. They're looking for ways to improve their lives, and they're looking for the behind the scenes knowledge. And so I do a lot of videos where I share my screen. I don't necessarily get in front of the camera a lot, but I do share my screen and I show people how to do things, how to get from point A to point B when building a thriving online business. Okay, so now we're going to get into transactional emails. So we've covered 11 ways that you can use, various methods to promote your email and actually promote your business using email. Now we're going to talk about transactional emails, and these are the emails that are automatically sent. And this is one of the things that you might want to look at as well when you are selecting an email marketing provider. So we're with a company called Brevo. It used to be called Send in Blue. They have some amazing transactional emails that you can send out when someone visits your shop. They can automatically, behind the scenes, get those emails that help them to make it through the buying journey. So if someone, leaves something in their cart, or they look at something, or, they actually buy something, then you can send out emails that will kind of, make that connection as they go through, various stages of the buying process. So let's talk about transactional emails. So of course we want the welcome email, right? So when someone signs up or they become a subscriber to our e-commerce platform, so we have a separate email that we send out. We have a separate email series and a separate email system for our shop. So we don't send out the same emails that we would send to maybe one of our blogging visitors. We send out an email that is related to, what someone is going to get when they shop with us. So our transactional emails are more based on, getting deals, finding products, looking at the things that affect entrepreneurs, things that entrepreneurs might be using. We also have gift items. So people who are, related to or friends with entrepreneurs will shop in our store for things for their friends. And so that is basically, what we focus on with our transactional emails. So we have a welcome email that we send out. We have order confirmation emails. These are very important. So think about, when you place an order with any of the major retailers, they send you a confirmation to your email that shows the product you bought, how much it costs, and they also give you updates. So you may get a tracking number, once the product ships, and we'll talk about shipping confirmations here in a second. But the thing that you want to include in your order confirmation is, what they purchased, the order number, any billing and shipping information, and an estimated delivery date. So that way people know, hey, my credit card went through. I know that this is a product that I will be receiving as of a certain date. Okay, so number 3 is shipping confirmation. And so this is going to let your customer know that your product has left the warehouse and it's on the way to the person, right? So they can monitor the progress. And this is the great thing about technology today. So if you use most of the companies that you are working with, that they use major carriers, they're going to be able to just pop that transaction or tracking number into the company's website, and they will know exactly where their product is located. That means they don't have to pick up the phone and call you. They don't have to email you and ask you where their products are. You can just give them that tracking number and they can monitor where their packages are at all times. Okay, abandoned cart. So this is important as well. Let's say that someone visits your shop, they find something they like, they put it in the cart, and for whatever reason, they don't complete the transaction. You can follow up and send out a friendly reminder to let them know that they have some items in their cart, but they haven't made a purchase. And then if the person wants the item, they can, go back to your site. You can give them a link where they can go back to your site and complete the purchase. Sometimes people will also, if someone leaves stuff in their cart, they will give a coupon code maybe to kind of incentivize the person to go back and complete that purchase. So different things that you can do with the abandoned cart reminder. Number 5, request a product review or testimonial. So this is also another automated email that can go out when someone buys your product. You can set an email to go out, let's say 5, maybe 10 days after they have made the purchase. You want to give the person enough time to, be able to look at the product and evaluate whether they like it or whether they don't, or whether it met their needs. And then at that point, you can send out a request for a review. So if someone reviews your product, they can just maybe even do something as simple as give it a star rating, 4 out of 5 stars or 5 out of 5 stars or something like that. You can also request testimonials if you have a system that is in place that will capture those testimonials. So again, we use a product called Thrive Ovation, and Thrive Ovation will enable us to, set up forms that our customers can fill out, and then that goes into the system, and then we can take those testimonials and put them anywhere that we want on our site. So again, I will put a link to that in this video. There are lots of different plugins. If you're on WordPress, you can get plugins that will work. But if you're using Thrive Suite, which is the product that we use to build our website, to do our product reviews, we also use it for lead generation, we use it for testing. It has a number of plugins built right into the program that will enable you to really excel when it comes to running your online business. So you can request a product review or a testimonial. Number 6, cross-sell and upsell suggestions. So these are emails that go out, they look at the product, those emails are sent out when someone buys a product or they put a product into their cart. They will look at that, the system will look at that and say, hey, there's a related product. Let me send out an email that tells the person, hey, if you like this, you may also like that, right? And it kind of suggests, based on the buying history, based on, the products that they're adding to their cart, it will suggest some additional products. And there can be either a complimentary product that might cost around the same amount of money, or there may be an upsell, something that costs more. And so you can have those emails set up so that they automatically go out based on certain criteria. Number 7, re-engagement campaigns. So these are really important because you may have people who visit your site or visit your shop, but they have never made a purchase. And you might want to send out a re-engagement campaign to give them some kind of, special deal that might, help them to decide whether they want to buy whatever it is that they're looking at. It's kind of like the abandoned cart email, but just a little bit different, because a lot of times with re-engagement, people are interested. It's just that life happens, right? And they get distracted and they go out and they forget about what they have actually looked at in your shop. And then number 8, last but not least, you always want to send out a thank you email. So if you have customers who are loyal, who have bought from you again and again, you definitely want to send out these thank you emails, and you want to give them maybe some kind of incentive or motivation that will get them back to your shop and keep them shopping with you. So as you can see, there are a lot of different ways that you can use email to build your business. And when you're using these different methods, it really helps to, number 1, keep things fresh, And it also gives your audience a way to kind of, mix it up where they're not just looking at the same kinds of emails over and over and over. They are looking at a variety of different things, and that shows them that there's a lot going on in your business, right? And so that is the reason why a lot of companies will hire someone to handle email marketing, because there's so many different things that you can do, and not just send out the same old boring types of emails day in and day out. So this is basically the end of this video and audio file, but I wanted to make sure that now that you have your system built, or at least you've started on it and you are in the process of building it, I want to make sure that you are aware of all the different things that you can do to keep the momentum going in your business. And you also want to think about those modes of communication, the way that you communicate with your audience, whether it is, talking, presenting information, whether it's writing, whether it's absorbing information, reading information. You want to make sure that you are communicating in those ways as well. Just like I'm doing now. I'm doing a video, I'm doing an audio, and then I'm also showing you written information. So that way, no matter, what is most convenient for you, you can consume this information and use it to build a thriving online business. Okay, so thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about how you can kind of, gauge how often you need to communicate with your audience. We're also going to talk about some problem areas that you may encounter when writing out your emails, and some of the things that you can do to kind of, navigate the things that are standing in your way. So look forward to that tomorrow, and I will talk to you then. Have a great afternoon. Bye bye.